Listín Diario Editorial for July 26 of 2023. The Abinader Touch. As an exponent of a new political generation, President Luis Abinader has imposed a style on stamp on his ways of exercising the constitutional function. The Abinader touch is characterized by a break with the classic routines in state management, some of the novelties of which he revealed yesterday in a television interview. That touch makes him prefer a night job, especially from home, and a frequent presence at ceremonies and various activities outside the palace. Another characteristic of his touch or hallmark is that of promptly answering journalist questions and accepting invitations for interviews at print or television media outlets. Unfortunately, this style is not replicated by the rest of the civil service, which for some still inexplicable reason closes itself to requests for information from the press. They act in the opposite direction to the Abinader touch, surely on their own, to the extent that they make the sedacio or the ultra confidentiality of public information a practice harmful to the principle of transparency. Without much detour, the fellow directors of Diario Libre, Inés Aispun and Benjamin Morales Melendez, have put their finger on the sore spot about these incomprehensible behaviors. There are officials, says Director Aispun, for whom everything is confidential and secret, so as not to say anything, and others who overwhelm with hundreds of press releases as if they supplanted the true information. Morales Melendez, the deputy director, complains that it is becoming more and more difficult to get those mentioned in a story to show their faces because they are recommended the strategy of keeping quiet or denying the information. At a time when many presidents have a fluid media line in front of their citizens, including Abinader, it is not justified that the spirit of transparency, above all that of being accountable for the people, continues to be overshadowed by the rest of those who accompany him in his government administration. More agreement is needed between the executive branch and its ministers in their dealings with the press, so that the free right to public information is not obstructed or denied. For Listín Diario, voiceover and translations by Indira Rodriguez.